Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. Interesting things are happening in the political atmosphere of Nigeria. Don't forget that the fight against the spirit of godfatherism seems to have skyrocketed, considering how Fubara is taking on Wike without any fear of favor. Now, but interestingly, something like that seems to be brewing in Lagos State right now, considering the fact that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State still have 30 months to serve. But unfortunately, the polity is already charged as potential aspirants eyeing his seat are embarking in what we may call the exploratory footwork. Right now, so many aspirants are already targeting Alausa Roundhouse, and in APC, we have a lot of them. Interestingly, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Seyi Tinubu, seems to be topmost. We also have the saving Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Obasa. He's also looking in that direction. You're going to hear some of the things that they have said fairly recently. Also, the former governor of Lagos State, also Akinwumi Ambode, and Senator Tokumbo Abiru. All of these guys are looking at that seat after 30 months of Sanwo-Olu leading. Also in the opposition, PDP 2023 candidate Abdulaziz Olajide Adediran, who is known as Jandor, and his Labour Party counterpart Gbadebo Vivo are also nursing the ambition of governing the state. And interestingly, all of these seems to be causing a lot of heat in the polity. One of the things, or some of the issues, or some of the factors which has been considered very important as a noun for one to take over that position is actually the issue of citizenship of Lagos State, religion, zoning, and Governor Advisory Council of the APC, among others. Now, let's first of all look at the possible religious card that will be rolled out in Lagos State to ensure that it's no more Christian that will rule the state. Now, Sanwo-Olu, who is a Christian, he succeeded Akinwumi Ambode, another Christian, and by 2027, Christian would have been in the saddle for 12 straight years, which is 4 years short of the 16 years that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Babatunde Fashola as Muslims spent. And thus, some are angling for Ambode's return to complete 16 years for Christian before power will return back to Muslim in the state. Now, currently, Seyi Tinubu has been receiving series of endorsements. You're going to hear what those endorsement team are saying about. He has been receiving series of endorsements from many groups. And just as Obasa, who is the longest serving Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, had also decided to speak up, he says he's not too young or inexperienced to run. Indeed, some of those who stepped down their ambition in 2023 to allow Sanwo-Olu complete his second term are angling to succeed the governor, and now it's already playing out seriously. And let's just look at some of the statements that have been made thus far, pointing to the fact that something very interesting may be coming up. Let's look at Obasa. Why most people believe that Obasa, who is the President, House of Assembly Speaker in Lagos, what he said, and that actually took place during the 2025 budget presentation by Governor Sanwo-Olu. And during that period, the Speaker seized the opportunity to clear the air on his rumored governorship ambition. Obasa took the shine of the main issue of fiscal policy presentation. The Assembly, led by Obasa, had left everyone wondering what was going on, having Spain, the governor, and his deputy waiting for a long while before sauntering into the Halo chamber to embark on business of the day. The obviously fatigued audience who were waiting for the presentation of the budget were also expecting an apology from the Speaker, who did not bother about it. It was clear that he was not ready to, came on board. During the budget presentation, Obasa said this word. I'm going to quote him. He's the Speaker, and get to hear exactly what he said. He said, "May I use this medium to sensitize us more on the need to build and sustain our party, the APC, regarding our focus for 2027. We need to continue to mobilize people just as I do frequently. I have made it a personal task to mobilize people on the platform of mandate, which has been misconstrued by some political detractors as being a selfish aspiration on the grounds for me to become the governor of the state. There is the need, however, to correct this wrong impression. My concern is about building our party. Whatever we do is mainly for this cause. To the blackmailers who have embarked on the mission to distort and redefine our mission, let me state it unequivocally here. Our intention is to promote our party on the platform of mandate. Also, becoming the governor is secondary. It is something that I have not given serious consideration. Nevertheless, that does not mean I am too young or lack experience to run, whereas those who have been before me are not better off. Today, we want to assure Mr. Governor that this honorable house will look at the budget and do the necessary scrutiny as usual, but it should be noted that these institutions remain resolute. We will never be disgraced, abused, or ridiculed in the name of creating a seamless working ambience. The assembly would not delay the passage of the budget, but we will not be interested in placing a high, or we will be interested in placing a high premium on the need to ensure that the interests of Lagosians are protected socio-economically and politically. Now, let's look at the issue. How did this issue of Seyi Tinubu, how did it come on board? You know, Seyi Tinubu, the son of Bola Tinubu, has been rumored to be eyeing that position, though he has not spoken out by himself. But let's get to hear exactly what a particular group, the name is Coalition of Nigerian Youth Leaders, what they had to say about the possible emergence of Seyi Tinubu as the governor of Lagos State. And don't forget that that group is actually an umbrella body of youth group across the 6 geopolitical zone of Nigeria. And they made their statement very clear that Seyi Tinubu should be the president, should be the governor of Lagos State, considering what he has in stock for the Lagos people. Igbokwe, when he heard those guys make that endorsement, the guy went mad and said, for what? How can they say such? He knocked the group over their support for the president's son, saying this. I'm going to quote him. Igbokwe said, the situation is a distraction and an attempt to pull Tinubu down. To govern a state like Lagos is not a job for boys. Who are these faceless people pushing Seyi Tinubu for Lagos governor? This is a needless distraction. To pull President Tinubu down is their target. Please allow PBAT to do his very engaging and tasking job. Ruling Lagos is not the job for boys. That was the position that Joe Igbokwe took. Don't forget that Joe Igbokwe is a strong political ally of Bola Tinubu, though we have not seen him featured in any political appointment here and there. But from day one, he has been one of his strongest supporters. He's from Southeast, but he doesn't care. He looks at Lagos as his home. But unfortunately, he seems not to be standing with that notion of Seyi Tinubu becoming the governor of Lagos State. And the word he dropped was quite troubling for most people, saying that it is not a job for the boys, which means Seyi, despite the fact that he has grown, but he's not fit enough to wear the shoes of a Lagos governor. Now, after that by Joe Igbokwe, the group Fireback, that's a group that thumbs up Lagos State, thumbs up Seyi Tinubu as proposed governor of Lagos State in 2027. They blasted Joe Igbokwe, seriously describing Igbokwe's comment as baseless and outdated, emphasizing that age has never been the sole determinant of capacity or performance in leadership. They highlighted Seyi Tinubu's achievement as an entrepreneur and philanthropist, asserting that his track record speaks volume about his capacity to deliver in public office. Let me quote their reply to Joe Igbokwe. They said, Seyi Tinubu is not a boy, but a man fully prepared and capable of delivering. His governorship ambition is not a distraction to President Bola Tinubu, but rather a testament of his dedication to public service. The coalition has stated that Seyi Tinubu enjoy widespread support among residents, both business owners and residents of the state, for his forward-thinking and philanthropic contribution. I'm wondering where all of that had happened, but however, that is their position. Now, after that, when they talk about Seyi Tinubu becoming the governor of the state, another group fire back immediately, and this time around they are looking Seyi Tinubu in the eyes to tell him, you are not a citizen, you are not an indigene of Lagos State, so shift. I guess where that they tell him to go to, and where they tell the group coalition for blah 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 leaders where they should direct Seyi Tinubu to. Now, this group that made this statement is actually Coalition of Lagos Indigenous Youth, and they have vowed to move against non-indigenes in 2027 governorship election in the state. The youth group, in a statement by its president Abdul Karim White, said it would not allow those it described as faceless individuals to deny indigenous people of Lagos State the right to govern themselves in 2027. According to them, this is the statement he made. His attention has been drawn to the recent endorsement of Seyi Tinubu for Lagos governor for a group known as Coalition of Nigerian Youth Leaders, and the group is described as the umbrella body of all the youth group drawn across the 6 geopolitical zone in Nigeria. It is no longer news that since 1999, no true-blooded indigene of Lagos State has taken over the mantra of leadership in the state, except one, the marginalization, which underscores the essence of democracy and an outright denial of the indigenous people of Lagos State the right to govern themselves. We know as a fact that there will soon be a vacancy in Osun State where Mr. Seyi Tinubu can best exercise exercise his democratic right unhindered. And if the people of Owerri in Imo are also interested in benefiting from the experience of Mr. Seyi Tinubu, that which he had acquired in recent time, they can push him to succeed Governor Uzodinma. We are also aware of the move by some non-indigenous to penetrate our traditional rulers and get endorsement and rectification from them. Recently, one of the aspirants suddenly traced his ancestry to Ojo local government area after spending more than a decade in power without identifying with the Awori people of Ojo in Lagos State. We are hereby calling on the Oba of Lagos to beware of persons who will soon seek in the citizenship of Lagos State because of 2027. We will fight dirty if the Oba of Lagos allows such anti-Lagos Indigenes to move. Or more, they are ready for showdown. APC at this point